right now. When they get to 12th grade, they will have to pass a test to get a diploma. This applies to all 67 counties in the Commonwealth, all 501 school districts. It's called the Keystone examination, and you need to become very familiar with it. Beginning in 2015, social promotion will be legally dead. It's already been illegal for years. Technically, you're not supposed to promote a child who's not ready academically, okay? But it happens. But this test is going to eliminate it for good because you will not graduate if you don't have the skills. Why is the state of Pennsylvania putting forth a mandatory graduation exam? It's because the 14 state universities, including Millersville and Westchester and Cheney and Kutztown and IUP and Bloomsburg and Clarion and California, have been complaining to the state, saying that the kids who come to our college as freshmen do not have the minimum basic reading, writing, and math skills to be successful. And as a result of that, we're spending $26 million a year on freshman undergraduate college students because Philadelphia and Harrisburg and Pittsburgh and many of the other school districts are giving us high school graduates who really don't have the skills to be called a high school graduate. And so now they're promising the state schools that you won't have to worry about spending all that extra money on high school graduates who ain't ready for your school, because we're going to make sure they're ready by giving them this test. Now, the state of Pennsylvania spent $176 million to develop this test. Okay? $176 million of your dollars to develop this test. They are the 26th state to adopt a mandatory test. So 26 states out of 50. So Pennsylvania actually tipped the balance. And now 26 of the United States have a mandatory exit exam. I don't have to tell you what the graduation statistics look like for black kids in the states with mandatory graduation examinations. They're not passing them and they're not getting diplomas. And many of them are leaving school with what we call a certificate of completion, which basically means you went through school for 12 years and absolutely learned nothing. And if you get a certificate of completion, it's not even good to get into the military. Okay? So I'm saying that to say, parents, that you have to work with your children beyond school hours, okay? Even in an excellent school like this, okay, which is one of the few schools that I would personally vouch for in this city, and I'm in all of them, including the charter schools, private schools, public schools, religious schools. A lot of them are really not properly educating our children. And they're misleading you because you're getting report cards with A's and B's on them, but the child really ain't doing grade level work. And it's not until your child gets to high school that you realize that those A's and B's meant nothing and that your kid was being graded on behavior and not mastery of their work. Okay? So you got to work with your children yourself. Okay? You have to support what the school does. All right? I always get asked the question, why is it that the Asian and white kids do better than the black kids on standardized tests? It's real simple. Or academically. The average Asian kid spends about 15 hours a week studying outside of school. Right. The average white middle-class kid spends about 10 hours a week studying outside of school. And the average Negro baby spends 45 minutes a week studying outside of school because your kids got more important things to do. Like watch videos, play video games, go to football practice, basketball practice. And because our kids don't value education, because you don't make them value education, we're doing worse than everybody else. Okay? The black kids are not less intelligent. They're not less academically capable. We don't value education. If I walk into your home, I should see a bookshelf with books. I should also see at least a table somewhere. It could be the kitchen table, okay, with a chair where that child should be able to study silently. But in many of our homes, there's no place a child can go and read silently or do their homework silently. There's entertainment going on in every room in your house. There's entertainment in every bedroom, entertainment in the kitchen, entertainment in the dining room, entertainment in the living room. So if your house is nothing but entertainment, when does the education take place? Okay? You should be making sure that your child does homework at the same time every night. And if they don't have homework, you're going to give them homework. We don't have time for timeouts. Okay? Some of our kids go around thinking that not getting homework or getting homework is a punishment. Okay, it's not a punishment. It's a privilege. Why? Because if they don't get that homework and if they don't do well, what's going to happen is when they get to 12th grade and fail that test, they will be punished because you never gave them homework. All right? Very important that we understand that.